Greetings everyone and welcome to the lesson. The subject is public policy, public sector governance policy and administration. Today we are going to study the structure and functions of government, that is both at the national and the county level. Now we will begin with the structure at the national government. And to start with candidates, the structure of the national government in Kenya is based on the constitution, which provides for the three main branches of government, which are the executive, legislature, and judiciary. So at the national government, we have three main arms, that is executive, legislature, and the judiciary. These are the three main arms or levels of the national government or branches. So the first one is the executive. This executive branch is headed by the President of Kenya, who is also the head of the state and government. The President is assisted by the Deputy President and the Cabinet, which is composed of cabinet secretaries appointed by the President. That is the executive branch of the national government. Then you have the legislature, which comprises of two houses, namely the National Assembly and the Senate. The National Assembly has 349 members, all right? A whopping 349 members, while the Senate has 67 members. This legislature is responsible for making laws and overseeing the actions of the executive. The third branch of the national government is the judiciary, which is responsible for interpreting the law and settling disputes. It comprises of various courts and tribunals, including the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, the High Court, and so on. We have other subordinate courts. Now, in addition to the three main branches of the national executive, in addition to these three branches, there are also independent commissions and offices that are responsible for overseeing various aspects of government, such as the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. We have the Ethics, another example, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. We have the Office of the Auditor General and many other commissions. And of course, within these branches, there could be other agencies, departments, and so on. So the national government comprises of three main branches. 1, executive. 2, legislature. 3, the judiciary. Now, candidates, the structure of the National Assembly. This division of the executive, we have the legislature and the judiciary. The objective of this division is to ensure that power is distributed among different branches. Power is distributed among different institutions, and that no one individual or group can hold too much power. You understand? The power at the national government is spread across, so that no single individual or institution here has sweeping powers. You understand? The Constitution of Kenya also provides for devolution, which further decentralizes power and decentralizes decision making to the county governments. And therefore, we also have a structure of the county government on this hand, county government. Now, the structure of the county government in Kenya is also based on the constitution, which provides for devolved system of government. So the first branch, as far as the county government is concerned, is the county executive. We have the county executive, just like the national government, which has the national executive. At the county level, we have the county executive, which is headed by the governor, who is the chief executive officer of the county. The governor is elected directly by the people and is responsible for the overall administration of the county government. And this governor is assisted by the deputy governor and the county executive. Just the same way the president, who is the head of the executive, is assisted by the cabinet, the governor, on the other hand, is assisted by the deputy president and the county executive. The governor is assisted by the county executive officers. You understand? Whom we call the CECs. The CECs. The governor is assisted by the deputy governor of the county, right? And the county executive committee members. County executive committee members, the CEC. These are responsible for the various departments of the county government. The CECs are responsible for various departments of the county government. We have the county assembly. Here we saw that we have the bicameral legislature at the national level. We have the National Assembly and the Senate. At the county government, we have the county assembly, which is a legislative arm of the county government. The county assembly is the legislative arm of the county government. It's composed of elected members of county assembly, popularly known as MCAs, who are responsible for making laws and overseeing the actions of the county executive. Just the same way the National Assembly oversees the actions of the executive, the National Assembly, here the county assembly oversees the actions of the county executive, the legislative arm of the county. Now the county assembly also has the power to approve the county budget, just the same way the National Assembly here approves the national budget. The county assembly approves the county budget. It also oversees the activities of the county executive. 3, we have the county public service board. The county public service board is part of the structure at the county government, The county public service board is responsible for managing the human resources of the county government. It is responsible for hiring, also responsible for promoting the county government employees, as well as ensuring that the county government is staffed by competent and by qualified personnel. At the county, you also have the county attorney. The county attorney is responsible for providing legal advice and also representing the county government, responsible for providing legal advice and representing the county government. He represents the county government in legal proceedings and advises the county executive and also the county assembly on matters of law. The county attorney. Just the same way we have the Attorney General here, Attorney General at the national level. We have the county attorney at the county level. We have the county audit office, which is responsible for auditing the accounts and the financial transactions of the county government. It ensures that the county government's financial statements are accurate and that public funds are used appropriately. So in brief, this is the structure of the national government and the county government. Of course, I said there are departments within these structures. All right, we have departments, ministries within the executive arm of government. At the legislature, we have the various committees within the National Assembly and the Senate. The judiciary, there are many courts. We have the Supreme Court. There is the Court of Appeal, the High Court, the subsidiary courts, and also other tribunals. And the same thing applies at the county government level, where we have the county executive, the county assembly. Within these institutions, there are departments. We also may have agencies within the national government and so on. So the structure of the county government, for example, in Kenya, is designed to ensure that power is decentralized and also and decision making is brought closer to the people. And the Constitution of Kenya also provides for a system of checks and balances, where each arm of the county government can act as a check on the powers of the other arms. The same way with the national government. And this promotes accountability, transparency, and good governance at the county level as well as at the national level. So let's move on to functions of government. Functions of government. You've discussed the structure. How about functions of national government? Let's begin with the functions of the national government. Now, the functions of the national government are outlined in the Constitution, and they include: 1, national security. Functions of the national government are outlined in the Constitution. 1, national security. The national government is responsible for ensuring the security and safety of all Kenyan citizens. And that includes protecting Kenyan borders, maintaining law and order, and also providing disaster management and responses. Foreign affairs, that is a function of the national government. The national government is responsible for Kenya's international relations, including diplomatic relations with other countries, representing the country at international organizations, and also the management of foreign aid and grants. 3, monetary policy is the function of the national government. All right, it is responsible for formulating and implementing monetary policy, which includes the management of the country's currency, interest rates, inflation, and so on. 4, national planning, national development and planning. National development and national planning. National planning and development. Now, the national government is responsible for developing and implementing national policies and plans for economic, social, and political development. National resources management. The national government is responsible for management of the national resources such as land, forests, minerals, water, and so on. Another function is in relation to justice. Justice. The national government is responsible for the administration of justice, including the provision of legal aid, the establishment of courts, establishment of tribunals, and also the management of prisons and correctional activities or services. Justice. Number 6. Number 7, education is a function of the national government. The national government is responsible for the development and also the management of education policies and systems, including the provision of funding for public schools, the management of national examinations, curricula, and so on. That is the function of the national government. Number 8, health. The national government is responsible for the development and also the management of health policies, all right? Health policies and also health systems, including the provision of funding for public health facilities and also the management of national health programs. That is the function of the national government. Trade and industry, number 9. Trade and industry is yet another function of the national government. All right? It is responsible for the formulation and implementation of policies and programs aimed at promoting trade and industrial development in Kenya. So these are the roles, the functions of the national government. The functions candidates of the national government in Kenya are designed to promote the general welfare of Kenyan citizens and also to ensure that the country is governed in a manner that is transparent, in a manner that is accountable, in a manner that is responsive to the needs of the citizens. These are 9 functions of the national government. Moving on to the functions of the county government. Number 1, health. These are health services candidates. The county governments are responsible for the provision of primary health services, including the management of health facilities and also the implementation of health programs at the national level. We could have county hospitals and so on. So the county governments are responsible for providing health services. Number 2, agriculture development. Agriculture and livestock development. The county government is responsible for the development and promotion of agricultural and livestock production, including the provision of extension services, the market access, provision of value chain development, and so on. That is the function of the county government. We also have county planning and development, number 3. County planning and development is a function of the county governments. The county governments are responsible for the development and implementation of county level plans and also programs for economic, social, and political development. County public works, number 4. County public works and utilities. That is a function of the county governments. The county governments are responsible for the provision and also maintenance of public works and utilities, including the roads, provision of water, and also sewage, the drainage systems, and so on. These are county public works and utilities. We are outlining the functions of the county government. Transport and infrastructure, number 5. Transport and infrastructure. The county governments are responsible for the development and maintenance of county roads, bridges, and other transport infrastructure. That is the role of the county government. We may also have another role in relation to trade and commerce. Trade and commerce. Trade and commerce is also a function related with the county governments. Now here, candidates, the county governments are responsible for the promotion of trade and commerce within the county, including the regulation of markets, the provision of business support services, like building markets where the members of within that county can trade, and so on. It also a function in relation to education. Education and vocational training. The county governments are responsible for the provision and management of county level education and also vocational training, including the establishment, including the management of county schools, and so on. 8, cultural and sports. Cultural and sports activities. The county governments are responsible for the promotion and development of cultural and sports activities at the county level, because we know at the national level there are also cultural sport and also the sports activities. This is point number 8. cultural and sports activities. Number 9, environmental conservation and management. Environmental conservation and management is a function of the county government, where the county governments are responsible for the conservation and management of the environment within the county, including the management of natural resources and also the promotion of sustainable development. So these are 9 functions of the county governments. And candidates, the functions of the county governments in Kenya are designed to promote the well-being of the people at the county level, and also to ensure that the county is governed in a manner that is transparent, accountable, and also responsive to the needs of the people. That will mark the end of today's lesson, where we have studied the structure and the functions of the government. In Kenya, we know that there are 2 levels of government, the national government and the county government. We've seen that the national government has 3 branches, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. There are also other commissions that help the national government achieve its objectives. At the county level, we have the county executive, the county assembly, the county public service board, the county attorney, and so on. We've identified also, highlighted the functions of the national government. We say that the national government is responsible for the national security, foreign affairs, monetary policy, national development and planning, national resources management, justice, education, health, trade and industry. The functions of county governments we have highlighted in our today's lesson are 9, starting with health services, number 1. Number 2, we have agriculture and livestock development. Number 3, county planning and development. Number 4, county public works and utilities. Number 5, transport and infrastructure. 6, trade and commerce. 7, education and vocational training. Number 8, cultural and sports activities. Then lastly, environmental conservation and management. Thank you for attending the lesson. I'm going to read to you today's assignment before we close the lesson on the subtopic structure and functions of the government. Number 1, outline the structure of Kenya's national government, including the roles and responsibilities of the executive, legislature, and judiciary. Number 2, describe the composition and functions of county governments in Kenya, highlighting areas of concurrent jurisdiction with the national government. Number 3, how do intergovernmental relations mechanisms such as the Council of Governors and the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council facilitate coordination between the national and county governments? Lastly, discuss the challenges and opportunities associated with decentralization and devolution of functions from the national level to the county level in Kenya. Thank you for attending. God bless you. Bye-bye.